Welcome to another video of Python. Continuing our last video, here we are just practicing and solving some questions on arrays, okay? Linear search, okay? Linear search with Boolean state flags, okay? So a linear search inspects every element from index 0 to the end of the list. So simply, we want to check if there is any specific element inside an array or not, okay? So that is a search. So one by one we will start from one side to the from index 0 up to the last index, okay, and compare them with the target value that we are just searching for, okay. There is an example, okay. For example, here we have gotten items key values, okay. Let me comment the other things out. So here we have gotten items, that is a list or that is an array because it's the same data type, so that is an array, and we want to simply check if target is if monitor is present there, okay. So here I'll just need two things, okay. One, is it present there or not, okay, have we found it or not? So at first, because we have not found it, I'll just set it to false. Then after that, position is for now equal to -1 because we have not found it, okay. Then yeah, we have studied for, okay, before for is used to traverse over collections. So this is a collection for item in items, okay. And now we'll just say if item is equal to or equal to target, then we have to set found to true. Found is equal to true, yeah, we just found it. And position, okay, position is equal to, yeah, by the way, we have to have a counter as well there, okay. So I can just write it index, okay, is equal to 0, okay. And here we will say position is equal to index, okay, or ind. Then if it is not found, then yeah, that ind has to just kind of be incremented, okay, and that has to be plus x plus, sorry, 1, okay. And here inside this as well, we will have a break. So see what happens here. One by one we'll go through the items of this target, and we will just check if the current item is equal to target. If it is, so found position is also equal to the index that we have here, because that index starts from 0, and every time we do not find it, it just increments by 1, okay. So that will just simply have the index. So here that is just one way to code this. If I just run this, let's see what we'll have, okay. Yeah, I did not print it, by the way. So simply here I'll say if found, so you can just simply found finished, because that is a Boolean value, is true. You can just write that one as well, okay. If found is equal to true, it means yeah, we have found it, okay. So we will simply print the f string, the target value is found in index, you can just write there POS, okay, position, or in the position POS. So if I just run it, yeah, the target value is found in index 2. So see, monitor 0, 1, 2. So that is, it is found in index 2. That is just one way to do this, okay. You can use range as well there. Let's, instead of this, you can just write another type of code as well. It means in programming we are just not looking for exactly, yeah, you have to write this, you have to just find a solution for that. So for I in a range, this range has to start from 0. So if I have to just write it, then what has to be just the end value there. Okay, the end value of this has to be len of these items. Okay, -1. Why do we take -1 here? Because len will give us how many items are there. An index starts from 0. So the last index is len -1. It is just, if we have gotten 10 items, the last index is 9. So it has to just go till there. Okay. But yeah, if you just do not write this -1 as well, because in Python, the ending is excluded. Okay. So that is just all right. So here I can just write something like this. If target is equal to items, now that I is the index. Okay, so I, inside I, in the index that we are just right now, if that is kind of equal, then yeah, we will just write something like found is set found to true and set position to I. Okay, so here, because the increment is done automatically, we do not need to just kind of enter anything. Okay, or I is equal to I plus 1. If I just run this as well, I just have the same answer. Okay, just simply the concept is linear search looks the items one by one. Clear? Then we have just gotten the random randint. Randint is a function inside the random module that takes two values. Okay, and it will just generate a random value between those two. So if you want to sometime create some luck games or things like that, and you want to just generate random numbers, you can just use it. Okay, so here import random. So here I'll just try the random index. I just want to create a random index. Okay, random index is equal to random dot randint. Okay, randint, and here I'll just give 0, and the last number I'll just write here len of prices, for example. Okay, prices. Here I'll write -1, because here in randint the last number is also included. Okay, that is also included. Let me just comment this out. So this will generate a number between 0 and the length of this. Okay, -1. For example, 10 items, 9. And now simply I'll just write here, yeah, what is just the random item, okay, or random price. Random underscore price is equal to prices index random index. Okay, random index. You can just simply add then a print f string, the random index is, okay, you can write random index with the price random price. Clear? So we can just do that. So if I just run it, 2 bronze model. Okay, if I just run it again 2 bronze model. Okay, 1 silver medal. Okay, 1 silver medal, 3 with, okay, 3 with, now 2, 3, 0. Okay, 2. So that is a random number. Clear? So that is how that works. Then exam sample questions and tasks. Write a Python program that initializes a list of 5 integer temperatures. Use a loop to calculate out the average temperature of the week. Okay, so here we have gotten something like this. Okay, temps is equal to, now different numbers. Okay, 23, 34, 32. Okay, then 36, 37. Okay, so that is, they are just some initializing a list with 5 integer temperatures. Now we have to use a loop to calculate and output the average temperature of the week. Okay, so for that I need to have the sum of them. So for now that is 0, and the average as well. For now that is, for example, 0, or I can create it here or not. Okay, is also equal to 0. So now I can just use indexed, okay, I in range, or simply for temp in temps. Okay, one by one, just going there. So sum is equal to sum plus temp. Clear? So at the end of this, we will have just sum of all of them. Then now calculate the average temperature of the week. Okay, so print f string the average temperature or temp of the week is what? Yeah, calculate average. Sorry, I have not calculated average. Okay, average is equal to sum divided by temps len dot temps. Okay, len dot len of temps. Clear? So that is how many temperatures are there. That is 5. So that will be just kind of that. And here I'll just write average. Clear? So I've just simply created that code. Here, if I just run it, then yeah, the average temp of the week is 32.4. Clear? So we are going. Question 2. A school needs a program to look up if a specific student ID exists in their database array. If found, display their index location. If not, output access denied. Implement using a linear search algorithm template. Okay, so here again, that is like the same linear search for IDs or ID in database. Okay, for each one of them there, if search ID is equal to ID. Okay, here I have to just write found is equal to false. Okay, I have not found it yet. Okay, unless I just this condition becomes true. So now that is found is equal to true, and yeah, I can just make one I equals 0 there. Okay, so I equals or position. Okay, position equals -1 at first. We have not found it, but if we just found it, then yeah, it will be position is equal to the I or index that we have found. Okay, and then outside this we can just say I is equal to I plus 1, or you can just use the other way around. Okay, you can just use for I in range. Okay, you can just use that. So we have found it. Now if found is equal to true, print yeah, the ID is found in, so I can just use f string there, in index position. Okay, else print access denied. Okay, print access denied. Clear? So we have gotten that. So this is our question. So 2003, that is just present there. If I just run this now, yeah. So I've not commented out the other things, but Okay, the ID is found in index 3. If I just make it 4, what happens? If I just run it, yeah, access denied. Okay, so we have just gotten that 3054. Okay, so again, yeah, the ID is found in index 1. So that is just the code here. As you can see. Then yeah, final exam tips for your IGCSE. Array index boundaries always range from zeros to length -1. Okay, the index. Accessing index list raises an index error out of bound. Okay, if you just simply inside the index you write this, you will have just an index error. Okay, it's simply your list does not have, or your array does not have this index, so you will have an error. Okay, and in Excel pseudocode, array syntax uses square brackets like Python. Set score 0 to 95. So that makes it very easy, okay? And linear search is the standard search algorithm expected for 1D array at this tier. Ensure you master the use of the loop and flag sequence, okay? So this linear search is very important and you have to just know that, okay? And practice that a lot. If there was any kind of questions, you may just write your questions in the comments. Surely we will answer them. Okay, wish you all the best, good luck and goodbye. See you in the next video after you have liked and subscribed our channel. Wish you all the best.